How do I do my thing? I need to go to thingy thing. And look, it's done it. There you go. And we're good. I can start. Let's start this again. Can I please? Okay. I'm just gonna be playing tracks from the YouTube audio library. Because then I don't get striked for anything. So if we go to classical and we go to duration over 5 minutes, this will be Canon in D major by Kevin MacLeod, something like that. Half the songs in here are made by him, it seems, which is, yeah. Let's turn the system sounds a bit more. Right. Hi. It's looking great. Let's So I've got 2 pieces of paper to make 2 dragons. I can stretch out to 3 if I really want to. Which I don't know, it depends, really. But shall I start? Hello, Wesley. Dragons, we're making dragons. I've got 2 pieces of paper here. Start with the orange one. So, the dragon, if you look at the description, I put the designer of this model starts with a square base. So first, to do it properly, it's match the diagonals to diagonals, which I'm always not the greatest at. Hello, Renee. Hello, Joe. But we've got it. Got it. Okay. One diagonal, another diagonal. Yes. Yeah, let me think about it. It's supposed to be the other way. But that's fine, because you can reverse fold regular paper super easy. The other diagonal. The diagonals go inwards and the straights go outwards. Like the music. Some nice classical. And let's just turn that down a bit because it's still fairly loud. Right, okay, so we've got the diagonals in. And now for the sides, match side to side. One side. Then you can't super chat. Yeah, I don't think I can't even get revenue on this channel. It doesn't matter really. YouTube, there's no point in really trying to make a living off YouTube anymore. It's not as if they pay anything. But anyway, now this, by magic, complete magic, collapses. There we go, there's the square base. So on one side of the square base we fold from the bottom flaps up to make beginnings of a bird base. And if you want, you can use something to flatten it out. And then this can then be opened up. Hello. Hello. How are you doing on this fine day? It's cloudy outside, overcast, but it's very warm, which is still very nice. Bird base, we turn, and this side we fold from the top down to the middle. There we go. As always with origami, it's best to be accurate, because if it gets a particularly complicated model and you're a couple millimeters off, that would completely ruin later folds. So take the time to be accurate. Okay, so from this we've got one side out and fold the bottom flaps up so it meets the center line. Now I think I've done oh yeah, thanks, it's webcam. Webcam can't really unless I actually transform and stretch, but I don't really want to stretch, because if I stretch it, I can't even stretch. If I stretch or whatever, it doesn't. It obviously ruins the picture. But I can always, if I try stretch the screen, yeah, that's not particularly great. Stop stretch. Stop stretch. What is this? Remove. I do a thing that I can't undo. Well, we can. The main screen is. There we go. Now this has been stretched, so now everything's really wide. I can't get it back. Music's gone. That's fun. Can I fit to screen? Ah! No, see, we've done it. Solved. World hunger. Let's put another track on. Sad Minuet by Sir Cubworth. I could always stretch it like this. But no. Man, I've screwed with this so much. There we go. Fixed it. And now, put it back to where it was. Continue on. Okay. Content classical music only. This is a chill. What day is it? It's Thursday night. Alright, so from this, let me get this out. Flip it over and fold here diagonally until the fold touches the corner. So we get something like this with the flap here. And same with the other side. Hello, Harry. How are you doing? Be sure to subscribe. I'll probably do more of these. Okay, that's one side done, and now for the other side. Oh, no, obviously I'll probably be picking something different every time I do a nice, chill origami stream. So other side, fold down, open, cross, and the same. Yes, so this model generally takes me about 20 minutes odd to make. If I'm doing it like fairly carefully, it may be a bit longer. So much more complicated than the crane, but it looks a lot nicer. That's the idea. It's meant to be chill origami stream. So that goes down all the way to there. This goes up here. And gets back down, and then you fold the corner up to the line you just made, which is the halfway. And then, for the little triangle segment right at the bottom, fold across at the side touches the new crease, and do the same for the other. There we go. Now this can be squeezed, and we do this thing with it. With absolutely wonderful webcam quality. And then that gets folded reverse onto the other side, and stuck through the hole. Like that. That will end up being the head. So this goes back down, and yes, there is a crease, like here-ish where I'm marking it, and so the corner gets folded up until that one. And then we take these side flaps and fold them up as far as they'll go, and line it up with the corner. Okay, with that, half. There we go. And now we're about halfway done, maybe less, maybe a third. But now, if you find the right direction, which is this way, if you pull the side here up and it opens like that, so like, how do I do this? Like this, that's the correct one. And then you fold the inner layer down so it hits the middle line. And then you squeeze this side down until you get the wing to fold. Like this. Now repeat with the other side. And there we go. Now carrying with the wings. Flap opens. Hello. Hello, new person. How are you doing? Flap opens from the diagonal. You fold and the track's finish. So next one, Dance Macabre, also by Kevin MacLeod, because the YouTube audio library cannot live without this guy. Open the flap and fold down and align the top with the flat back. And just flatten it out like this. Oh boy. This is fun. No, not relaxing enough. Also not relaxing enough, but you know what? I think we'll keep it. Unless okay, so that's that. Almost. Let's go back to Beethoven's Symphony Number 5. Da 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 da. We're somewhere in one of these tabs. Yeah, Symphony Number 5 by Beethoven. We'll have some nice lively music for now. But okay, so the wing gets folded up like this, and repeat on the other side. Minecraft music? I'll go with Minecraft music. But it's your fault if I get copy striked. How's that? C418 is good though. It's very nice and chill. Okay, the other side. We do the same thing with the wing. Fold it down like that. And up across. So, now with the wings, if we fold them back down, you see how there's a sort of a triangle there? Fold a right angle triangle down, like this, and that gets tucked on the inside. Nice and snug. Same on the other side. I could get a background other than wood. Style guy indeed. Style is the best track, but it'll come up eventually. Ideally. Okay. So that's that done. So now we can think about... So at this point there is really no like set way order of doing things. There's the wings, there's the arms, there's the head, there's the tail, and all of these sort of, you can do them all simultaneously, one at a time. I prefer generally to do a simultaneously one. So yes, it's your fault. Well, no, it's not your fault. It's Joe's fault if I get copyright striked. I mean, what are they gonna make from it, really? I don't give a shit if some copyright strikes my video. That won't get many views. But no strikes, only claims. Claims are fine. It's an orange dragon. Orange dragons. Charizard is an orange dragon. There may be some resemblance there. So if you the tail folding sort of goes in a bit, it goes down there, and that's good. We keep it like that. So now the feet, you see this bit can be sort of folded up so that it's parallel to the behind scenery, and this gets folded up like that, like this, and just fold it until you hit the tip. Oh, hello. And we fold the tail inwards like this, so we have some better defined feet. There is a Charizard model, I think, but it's one of the more complicated ones that takes probably several hours to fold. Oh dear. Alright, put that back. It just gets slotted under there. Slotted. Right. And now we have that. It's getting there. Oh, now we're on to dry hands. And now for the head. I think this is the point where I like to do the head. So the head is, you gotta open it up and pull out the top flap of paper so you get the white. So you get the white. It's quite bright, but if I move away the light, or rather turn the light off, it might show up better on the... Yeah. See, it's the orange and the white. So, from that, the white bit gets folded. White bits gets folded down. And then down again, so it's like this. And then with a sort of zigzag sink fold or something, it's down to the middle. So that gets sunk down here. This is interesting. Still C418. We're still on C418. Oh, you can see C418. Definitely this is a novel track. So, that means this can be folded back and the flap pressed up, and we get that. Same on the other side. And suddenly you end up with this type of thing. Right, so this type of thing time. At this point I'd fold the arms. I'd fold the arms back. And from here there's a diagonal line that goes down from this point behind the horn to that point. And that's folded outwards with a valley fold. Now it'll look a bit awkward for the moment. It'll look a bit awkward for the moment, but you do the same on the other side and it forces this to adjust position, so it's now sort of downwards a bit. And then it's fold this tip inside. And then you get a bit of a snout. And then if I... Usually this is completely optional, but it's fairly delicate. You can kind of fold a bit of the tip back out to get a bit of a little mouth. Like, yeah, or whatever. Right, so the inside of the spiky things here, they go in, so you actually get a more defined neck. Like that. Is it all the way down there? Yes, yes. So like that. There you go, it's looking like a dragon already. So, back with the tail. Tail is to be opened up. And then we do zigzags up. Zigzags up. So it sort of does a bit of a curve. Okay. Like that. Now the tail has a bit of a curve to it. And cereal first. Always cereal first. If you put milk first, you should be tried at The Hague for war crimes. Okay, so with the dragon now, this flap on the wing should be folded out so it's a straight line, and then folded under so it's hidden. I might turn off the light, because if I turn off the light, it's grainy if I turn off the light though. What if I do that? And just kind of... There we go. That might work a bit. No, it's still better with the light. Alright, light it is. So that goes down there, so now there's a bit of a thing. And we go on to the other side and do the same thing. There we go, the classic Minecraft tracks. Alright, so once that's done, the wings... Hold on. Let's see if... The wings, this segment, this should be folded up. And then folded into fives. So fold into fifths. So that's a bit of an eyeballing a third versus a half. And then eyeballing the third a second time. All going from this corner, because that's the corner of where the thingies are. And then folding the third. And if you eyeball it in terms of relative halves, if that makes sense even, it's not that bad. And there we go. That's how it's folded in. And so when you take it out, it does that. And that's quite cool. So same on the other way. And into fifths, so that's an eyeball third. Eyeball the third again. Fold it back and fold the half. Okay, and that is the other wing. Okay, right, and now for the wings, okay, what we do is we fold that and then like sort of just put a bit of a corner into the top. And kind of fold it like sort of do a little bit of a thing there. And that is to allow the top to be synced or like into it, and it just gives it a bit more of a, you know, because how wings usually have a bit of a thing. So yeah. How do I do this? Because yeah, the camera's not on my perspective. It's someone facing me. Yeah, it's getting there. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. All right. Same thing on this wing. And so I've been needing a couple more dragons to add to my collection of 8. Okay. So now the wings are done. So now the dragon's practically finished. The feet, if you just sort of sink the openings out into sort of like flat feet, so it actually has some pause. And not have to stand on tippy toes. Like that. Little feet. And then for the arms, final thing, we fold them back and then we fold them down like this, so you get a bit of an elbow thing going on, and that gets sync folded too. So that gets sync folded down here. Wait. Oh no, it's the other way. It's you put the tick thing, you put the flap thing at the bottom, so you fold it so it goes down. So it goes down like that. And then that the bottom one gets a bit sunk. So you end up with like hands or forelegs like that, versus on the other side that. So of course we do it to the other side, and now you're at the point where it's just detailing work, but the detailing work really brings about a nice polish to a model. Whereas before you can kinda you can definitely see it's a dragon, but it's a bit flat. Now it's got a bit of character. Right, so now for there's shaping folds. So I'm gonna do this quite close up. It's basically just sort of squeezing the ends so they pop out a bit. Same with the other end. And then the horns the same, because horns are not flat and triangular, they're more pointy. Should I hold it the other way then? And then on the bottom, pointy. And then the wing points, finally, the wing points. Pointy, and then open up the wings like that, and your dragon is done. There we go. Only took 30 minutes, but I mean I was doing it quite slowly, and it's a rather good looking. It's a rather good, well designed model, if I say so myself. Okay, so you've got one. Place it there. Place it facing the camera. Place it there on the side. Let's get the other sheet of paper. The other sheet of paper is yellow. Let's fold him a friend, and I'm going to do this quicker this time without all the explainy stuff. Well, with some of the explainy stuff, but not most of it. So let's start with the corners. The corners have to be right. If you get the corners a little bit off, it just screws with the rest of the model, and it sucks. But the corners are actually quite hard to get, even for someone like me. So one corner and two corners, and I'm going to use the protractor as like a thing you fold down the folds on. Back over here to the sides. To the sides. So you have that. And then that. And again. Flatten and fold. And collapse. If you've set light to the paper, maybe try something a tad easier. And then, once you're satisfied with it, then burn it. You know, I'm inside, so I can't really burn much, but, you know. Anyway, so, this side gets the bird base. And usually sometimes if the layers in the middle are too thick and fold over, the paper sort of rips a bit, tears a bit. But that's fine. That's fine. As long as it holds together and your model doesn't fall apart, it's fine. But, you know, everyone has their moments where they rage quit at something. I have many a time binned stuff because I just fucked it up so badly, including tissue foil, which tissue foil is a type of folding material which is tin foil, but then you stick tissue paper to either side, so it looks colourful, it's shiny, and it also has like sort of the properties of tin foil where it sort of stays where you want and you're more sculpting than just plain folding. And it's such a pain, honestly, to make. It takes so long to make because you have to like brush like the glue onto the foil whilst making sure it's flat, and then carefully roll tissue paper onto both and do it on both sides, and then cut it, and then hang it, and then cut it into squares of your desired size. And the big sheets, especially, like I think it was a 25 by 25 centimeter sheet, which is practically the biggest I can make. Because 30 by 30 is really stretching it. I screwed up on one of those whilst making a complicated model, so I had to bin it. And unfortunately, it sucks. But I tried it. I tried again, made a new sheet, did it again, and second time it worked. But really, everyone, it's just, if you fail, just try again. Try something different if you really want to, but just try again until you can fold it. It's fine. Binning paper is fine in me. It doesn't hurt the wallet that much. Especially not tissue foil. Tissue foil just hurts time. But yeah, I've folded so many of these, even though it's quite a complicated series of folds. It's quite a long series of folds, rather. I've memorized it. So, in other streams, when I fold something new, I will have the muted video, or I will have like a PDF with the pattern on the other screen. So you can actually see me try fold something for the first time instead of the maybe 30th time. But today, you know, for the first chill origami stream, I want to do something I'm familiar with. That also looks quite good. It's quite a good one. I mean, it's long, granted, but it's not altogether too hard with some practice. It doesn't have any sync. It doesn't have any sync folds, and sync folds are the worst folds because you're just sort of taking a point and you're pushing it in. With paper, it's not that bad. With foil, oh my goodness, it's a pain in the fucking ass. Anyway, so we're nearly at the stage where I can halve it, but this has to go up, and these have to go up. The side bits have to go up. The point has to go up. And then this bit has to go up, and I have to fold it across and across so I can make the pointy thing for the head and slot it through. Let's get the light into a nice position. It's not really, because the problem with yellow is it's quite bright. So unless I don't know, cover it like that, it doesn't really help. But yeah, well, I don't really have a particularly expensive webcam. But I might look into getting a slightly better one. Right, so that's slotted through there. And we're back to folding this down and halving it. Across and down. It does do that a bit. There we go. Across and down, and fold the wings up. Fold the wings up, fold the flaps down. Do the same on the other side. And there we go. So now the wings can be folded down. And folded down. And on the other side, everything symmetrical. Right. So that's good. That gets folded back up. I'm being fairly quick with the folding, so it's a tad on the sloppy side. But oh well. You know, sometimes it's fine. Because it's, at the end of the day, that's not so bad. Let's put it here a bit. Okay, so down, the corners go in. And gets pushed inside, go under the flaps. The corners here similarly go in. And you know what, let's work from tail backwards to the head. So the tail, we eyeball it and fold a bit along, so it's a bit of a segment, and that gets folded back. That's straight, better be straight. It's not straight, that's not good. You know that trans Twitch like safety person? She would have my neck in a noose for saying that. What a bitch. Okay. but now we have that, and it doesn't rip, does it rip? Okay. Sometimes this bit rips slightly. It doesn't really affect anything at the end of the day, but it's still something you'd rather not happen, of course. Oh dear. Right, so just the wing like that, and then the feet. The feet can be folded up. And we are working from tail to head. It's still very warm, even though it's what is it, nearly 9. But yeah, my goodness, England's been having quite nice weather recently, but it was what, rainy last week, and apparently it's not raining next week. Apparently, I've been told. But there are no guarantees in this country about the weather. So we'll see. That bit's ripped. Oh well. Oh well, we can deal with that. Okay. So, over here for the folds. And you do 3 of these zigzag ones. Do 3 of the zigzag ones to kind of curve the tail. And give it some texture, I guess. And right, so that's the tail. That's the tail. And now for the wings. No, for the feet really. The feet needs to. But that's fairly minor. So you get the feet in. Forget the feet in. Please and thank you. Feet in, little feet. And now the wings. The wings which this side's folded in. And tucked right under. Same with the other side. Tucked right under. Okay. And now for the wings themselves, which needs to be folded into fifths. So, again, eyeballing the third, which is always interesting to say the least. Eyeballing the third again, folding to cross, and that's a third within like maybe half a millimeter, which is, for this type of thing where you're just folding to fifths without any reference, fine. Other side. Gauge the half third thing, so that side is twice as long as this side. Fold it over and over again. So now there should be a segment here and a segment here. Fold the whole wing over. Fold this bit back, so there's now 5 segments. The wings are mostly done. Right, the arms are very minor. The arms need to be folded down a bit. And then we'll do the shaping folds last. Oh yes, and the wings need to be, we'll do the shaping folds last. So now for the head, finally. The head, open the paper and pull out these 2 flaps, so it's like that. And then we fold this down here. And then this across. And then see if you open the middle, you see how there's a thing. The middle, that goes in there. Okay. And now fold that back so you get the horns on one side and on the other. And just slim it down. Now this bit valley fold to get the head to point down a bit is the intention there. The muzzle goes in here. Muzzle goes in here and then all the way in, of course. And do I want to? Oh, I can't be asked. Right, this guy doesn't have an open mouth. It's not just being aggressive. The spiky bits folded in. And nearly there. And that's it. That's good. Right now, shaping folds. Finally. Last bit. The wings get folded down so they point up a bit more. And the top gets sunk fold in there. Okay, and then the arms have their bottoms sunk fold. Like that. And then finally, for the little pinch the edge of the wing, pinch the edge of the wing, pinch the arm, pinch the other arm, pinch the horn on one side, inwards preferably, so it's a mountain thing, like that. On the other side, we're done. Second one. Open the wings. Oh, dear. Open the wings. Look at that. Got one dragon, you got his friend. Let's turn off the. Yes, we got a dragon, got his friend. And you know what? I think that'll do for today. I think that'll do nicely. Thank you for popping by, watching me fold some paper. I might do this again. I'll probably do this again in a few days' time. Bye.